So for number 6, we have this idea of not being chiral. And typically the first thing you think about when you say not chiral is something that doesn't have 4 different groups around it, right? So like a carbon that has the same thing twice, for example. In this instance, it's not really about that. This is about, well, it sort of is, I guess, but this is about more of like the ideas of maybe being meso and so on. So let's take a look briefly about how to analyze our situation for 1, 2, and 3. The first one, they're telling us that we have these BRs on opposite side. Now, remember that the way that this works, sorry, they're on the same side. The way that this works is that when you're looking at a system that has chirality, so this carbon's chiral and this carbon's chiral, because they both have 4 different groups. They have a Br, they have a methyl, they have an H, and then the other side, right? So this has the blue carbon touching it, and the blue carbon has the red carbon touching it. So, but what you know to yourself is that they have the same groups, right? So both of them have the same types. They both have a methyl, they both have an H, and they both have a Br. When you see that in your mind, then you know that this could be meso, right? So it has meso potential. Now, it doesn't mean it is meso, but it has the potential to be meso. So anytime you see a system and it has the same exact groups, okay, it is chiral, right? It has to be chiral. Is it chiral? Yes. That's number 1. And then you notice that it has the same 3 groups, then it might be meso. So there's a few ways to figure out if it is meso. One is if it's a plane of symmetry. Now, you don't have a plane of symmetry here because in order to have a plane of symmetry, for this to have a plane of symmetry, you'd have to be in the eclipse drawing, not the staggered. Notice that this is a staggered drawing, right? You have a bond here and it's down and up. Remember how I showed it to you in the first question where this is staggered as opposed to eclipse. So when it's staggered, then it should have what's called a point of symmetry. So if it's staggered, then you're looking for a point of symmetry, right? But if it's eclipse, the template, you're looking for a plane of symmetry. That's what you do. So in our example, we're looking for a point of symmetry because it's staggered. Okay, so you see that? Now, let me just show you briefly. If I had eclipse, let's say I had it like this, and there's a wedge methyl or wedge Br and a wedge Br. Now I could see I have a plane of symmetry, right? Here's a plane of symmetry where across this line, this is wedge, wedge, and this is down, down, right? Methyl, methyl. So, and back H, back H. So this is a plane of symmetry test, right? So this is meso. Whereas if I had eclipse and this is a wedge Br and this is a back Br, then there's no plane, right? So it's not meso. If it's not meso, it's an enantiomer. So this right here is not meso. But in our example, we're dealing with staggered. What does that mean? That means that when you look at a staggered system, then everything should be opposite. So, for example, if this is my point of symmetry, my point, it's always in the middle of the 2 chiral carbons. Well, if this is down methyl, then it should be up methyl. If this is back Br, then over here should be wedge Br. Now we have a point of symmetry because everything is opposite. That's what it means to have a point of symmetry. So this is meso because it has a point of symmetry. Okay, so meso can have a point or plane of symmetry. Now, in our example, this does not have a point of symmetry because if this is a point in between the 2 chiral carbons, yeah, the methyls are opposite, one's down and one's up, but the Br up here is back and down here it's back. So this is not meso, this is chiral, right? This is not meso, which means it's chiral. It is chiral. Okay? So this is out. We're looking for something that's not chiral. And you have to remember that meso is not chiral, just like not chiral is not chiral, right? So meso is another way to not be chiral. Now, in your ring system, we talked about having planes of symmetry because when you're dealing with a ring, then you're not worrying about point of symmetry, you're dealing with plane of symmetry. Okay, always. So in a ring system, it's always about the plane, not point. And that's because you could never get, unlike with point, everything must be opposite. So if it's down, it must be up. If it's up back, it must be down wedge. You can't do that in a ring. You can't get everything to be opposite because it doesn't twist that way. So you just look for planes of symmetry. So look, this right here has no plane of symmetry. See, it has the right connections, but the methyls are on opposite side. If this methyl was a wedge, then it has a plane of symmetry. If this methyl over here was back, then it would have a plane of symmetry because everybody's in the right position. They're exactly aligned. But in this case, there's no plane, right? So that means that it is meso. It is meso. That means that it is chiral, right? It's not meso. So that's out. Now, this one was a trick because you might say this doesn't have a plane of symmetry. You're right. This way, it doesn't have a plane of symmetry, right? But remember, there's always more than one possible way to draw a plane. This way, it does. Do you remember the rule? The rule was that if you draw a plane line, then anything on the plane line is ignored. So this carbon and its wedge and this carbon with its back bond is ignored. So there is a plane of symmetry. You always ignore whatever's on the plane of symmetry line. You say, why didn't I ignore anything here? You can't because there's nothing there's no carbons on the line. Well, there's actually this one that you would ignore. So, for example, if this had a BR here, it doesn't matter. It's still going to be no plane of symmetry. Okay? Because it doesn't matter where that BR is, actually, I should say. Okay? So whenever you have a line, whatever's on the line, just ignore it. So that's the rule. I'm not going to have space to write that, so let me just delete this little mention and just I'm saying it to you. So whenever you draw a plane of symmetry line, whatever's touching the line, whatever atoms are branching from that, just ignore. Okay? And so this does have no chirality because there's a plane of symmetry. It has plane of symmetry, which means it's not chiral. So molecules should not have an internal plane of symmetry. If they do, then they're meso or they're just achiral, meaning they're not chiral at all for not even being meso. Okay, so then last thing, you might be asking, what's the difference between meso and not chiral? Meso means that you do have chiral carbons. So at times you have a chiral system, but in the particular drawing on paper, it has a plane of symmetry. And so that particular molecule in that way, in that drawing, is not chiral. But it does have chirality. Like, for example, these two carbons, right? These two carbons have chiral carbons. So they could be chiral system, but in this drawing, it's not. It's meso, plane of symmetry.